You know that feeling you get when you've lost somebody, like famous type people that you look up to, or you enjoy their material that they do, movies, music, etc. No matter what country you're in, you're going to have somebody that you look up to, admire, enjoy listening or watching movie wise. So I'm into this author, Terry Goodkind, that writes these Sword of Truth books. This one here is Wizard's First Rule. It's the first one. It's the first book I read by him that got me into the series of these books. There's like 8 to 10 of them, and I like some of the artwork, but in my mind, I can always see, you envision your own image in your mind of what the characters look like or the creatures look like, and you would just love to be able to have the skills to actually paint or draw, how you see people, characters, in a book, for example. But I just learned today. Let me go back a little bit. I was looking. I'm on my lunch, and I was looking in Google. I was going to go to images and look for the artwork for the Wizard's First Rule. See, sometimes fans will do artwork that are able to draw, paint of the characters, how they see them, and sometimes they do a really, really good job. Sometimes the artist that does the artwork for the books has done other stuff, that has to do with the book. So I just thought I'd go in there. And when I went in there, before I went into images, there's the all part. And it says that Terry Goodkind dies at 72. And I was like, what? 2020, last year. I never even heard about it. I was just really surprised and a little devastated, because the guy he's a phenomenal writer. And man, when I saw that, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And there's no cause of death or anything. And I was like, man, pretty sad news to hear about, an author that you admire reading their books, so there's been other people, in the past that I enjoy, like this person, probably not all of you have heard of. He's a comedian, and he was an overweight comedian in the 90s, I believe. I mean, that's not his age. In the 1990s. And 1990s, early 2000s, maybe somewhere around there. His name was John Panette. And he was a real funny comedian. And he made a lot of, he joked about his weight and about being big and stuff. And he was hilarious. And Jeremy and I, we just really got into his comedy. And then he passes away from a heart attack. And, it's just somebody like a comedian. You look forward to more of their comedy later in life, and then they're gone. And then the other person, some years back, early 90s, I believe it was, Brandon Lee. Okay, I've been a Bruce Lee fan for many years. Bruce Lee dies, of course, and then Brandon Lee, his son, grows up and he starts making really good, decent movies. Showdown in Little Tokyo, Rapid Fire was his 2 best ones. He did one, Laser Mission, that was kind of crap. It was kind of low budget, but Showdown in Little Tokyo was done with Dolph Lundgren. And Rapid Fire was, I can't remember who all was in that, but there were 2 good movies, and he had more to make, and then he dies. It's like, your singers that you admire, die. People, the music, you just, you want to hear more by them, and they pass away. A lot of them get old, especially some of the ones from, the 70s. They're getting up there in years, and but even you young people, you have, singers, groups that you admire now, and sometimes they get into accidents, or they get murdered by some crazy fan, or something like that, and somebody you admire or look up to or are a big fan of, they're gone. It's like, man, it's just a devastating to your to your being, your just who you are, because you have a deep feeling of what am I trying to say? Of being a fan of these people, and when you admire somebody like that, you don't you don't think about them dying or anything, or quitting the business, and then you never hear from them again. So when it happens, then it's a pretty good blow to you, It's a disappointment, too, when they do that. And then it can be heartbreaking in other matters if they do pass away or die from something. So, yeah, I just hearing about Terry Goodkind, his books are, This Wizard's First Rule is the only thing that I know of by him, and I'm reading them now. I've read most of them before, but now I'm rereading them, and I'm reading some that I haven't got to read yet. So, and they're all about the same characters. So, when I'm done with that, I would have wanted to see some more of his material, but now I won't. Now I won't get to. So anyway, so for you guys out there, who have you lost, passed away, that you admired, that you miss, them still existing in the world, Everybody's got somebody, besides family. I mean, I don't want to go there, we all have family members that we loved and lost. So I'm not going to go there unless you guys want to see me cry here in the video. Okay, so yeah, just let's get a little thread going. Tell me who you guys have lost, whether it be a singer, an actor, an author, religious leader type person, who else would there be? Political figures, just the name. We don't want to go into too much detail about about some people, but yeah, just chime in. Let's get a little conversation thing going. Okay, I'm going to end it there. I thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. We will see you on the next one.